What's good, everybody? Today we're going to cover 5 fundamentals that young athletes, I'm going to say anywhere from the range of 8th grade and under, that they should be hitting in order to maximize their athletic development. So to all of my parents out there, you play a huge role in your child's development. So if you're sending your child to a trainer, or if you want to do the training on your own, here are the 5 things that you need to make sure that you're looking out for if they're with a trainer, or 5 things that you need to make sure that your child is doing. All right, so the first thing you're going to look for is your trainer helping your child learn how to move with the proper mechanics? So before you get into speed and strength and skill and all those things, you need to make sure that they learn how to do the movements properly, and that's going to include learning how to squat, learn how to jump, learn how to land, learn how to change direction. And why is this important? Because it's important for the kids as they're younger to learn how to do these, so later on you prevent injuries and all those type of things, and they have a good foundation to be able to build and be able to move faster and jump higher and develop strength and power. All right, point number 2 is going to be when it comes to skill development, right? Everybody thinks you have to do all the fancy cone drills and footworks, which is not the case for younger athletes. For younger athletes, their skill is going to be from playing multiple sports. So when your kid's younger, do not specialize them in only one sport. Don't only let them play basketball. Don't only let them play football. Let them play all the sports, because when they're younger, those skills that they learn throughout those sports, they're going to be really translatable to whatever sport later down the road that they develop in. So if your trainer is telling your kid, hey, he needs to only play one sport and specialize in it while they're younger, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. Now, once you get later on, then you can start specializing whenever the kid, kind of figures out exactly what sport. But while they're younger, make them play every sport, because those skills that they learn are going to be extremely translatable to whatever they do down the road. Third thing, we're going to address the speed and agility ladder, right? Speed and agility ladder is great, but there's a time and place. The main thing you need to focus on when your child is younger is developing fundamental foundational pieces. And 3 things that you can really focus on is going to be body control, balance, and core strength. Those 3 are going to be really huge in your child's development and able to eventually get more advanced. Now, is the speed ladder bad? No, I'm not advocating against it, but there's a time and place. The speed ladder is actually good if you want to develop footwork, foot speed, rhythm, and timing and those things. But that is not a foundational piece. That is a tool that enhances the foundational pieces that you set in place already. Okay, 4th thing is going to be agility, and I'm going to give you a quick formula. Agility equals mechanics, control, and reaction. Mechanics plus control plus reaction equals agility. So, although agility, most people think it's just about being quick, it boils down to mechanics. So if you're with your trainer or you're teaching your kid, make sure that they are focusing on the mechanics while they're younger, not just telling your kid, go faster, go faster, go faster, or just putting them through a series of cone drills and suicides and stuff like that. That's not going to do your child any good. So main thing is make sure they're actually getting taught the mechanics, and they're not just getting told to go faster, go faster. All right, last thing and 5th thing is going to be flexibility, mobility, and recovery. These are really important for your child because ultimately they're growing individuals. They're young, they're going to hit growth spurts, all those things. And this is important also because this is going to prevent your kid from having tight hips, back issues, potential overuse issues, which lead to injuries. So the earlier you can start implementing and teaching that kid that, great. Also, if you're with your trainer, they're not teaching, warm up, cool down, different type of movements to help, with tight hips, tight back, tight hamstrings, all those things. Probably not who you should be sending your child to, right? Because they're not teaching them the foundational pieces to be successful. All right, everybody, that's 5 things that you should be looking out for in terms of what your trainer should be doing with your child or what you should be doing with your child. This video is just for educational purpose. This is not to make put any other trainers down or anything like that. This is just good information that you can use so you know what to look out for and what your child should be working on as a young athlete. If you're ever looking for a trainer, hit me up. I'll put my contact information linked to this video. Without further ado, that's all I got today. Peace.